Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Dorbin number 500 AT. This is a mill finish aluminum saddle type threshold. However, it's special. It's what is called a thermal break. So the 500 is representative of the profile. The A means mill finish on the aluminum extrusion. The T specifically means thermal break, and that stands for the fact that you've got two pieces here that are unique, separated by this piece of thermal plastic. Now, why does this exist? Well, this specifically exists, sticking it the wrong end in there, to help to all but eliminate the transmission of extreme temperature from the exterior of an opening to the interior. I personally have witnessed these thresholds in action in the middle of winter in Chicago, and I can attest that the exterior of this threshold will all be but ice and snow covered, where the interior is, for all intents purposes, as close to room temperature as you can get. And it's just amazing how effective a thermal break sort of feature is. It's so effective that I would exclusively use them if impeding the transmission of cold was paramount for my installation. Okay, this is a 12-inch sample is what this is. It's available on the website in several different lengths. It will come like this to you. This small piece has got a little more flex in it than otherwise, but when you get this material screwed down, it's completely solid and stable. Let's go over the dimensional properties of the item. And by the way, if you have need for a custom length, by all means let us know by ordering the next longest piece or pieces and indicate in the comment field what length you'd like for us to cut it back to. And the reason would be for that, this sample doesn't have any countersinks in it at all for screws. It's only a sample. But typically the countersink is somewhere 4 inches or so off the end. Maybe 3 inch, maybe 5 inch. But the point of the matter is if you had to cut 6 inch off the end, you'd eliminate that first set of countersinks, and your next one would be several inches over. So if you ordered a custom length, we'd not only locate that first countersink at the proper distance from the end, but the proper centers as well. This is a 5-inch wide threshold, okay, and is comprised of these two different pieces of half saddle. These components can be bought individually should you need something completely different as a half saddle. You might have an exterior opening that would be butting up to 1/2-inch tile or a floor thickness of 1/2 inch, and that is indeed what the thickness of this, or the height of this threshold is. It's 1/2 inch, okay. Available in dark bronze as well. You know what, let's break this threshold up as well with the tape measure so that you can see. So you see that the larger portion is about 2 7/8 from here down to where that threshold starts. And then the smaller end of it is about 1 7/8 inches. So 2 7/8, 1 7/8, plus that 1/4 inch space for the thermal break material. There's your 5-inch. Okay. This is going to be used in applications, again, where the transmission of cold and stopping it is the most important factor. Thermal break thresholds are not used nearly enough, in my opinion, where they should be, and it's obviously because of the cost. But in my opinion, they should be used exclusively in exterior doors. It's better weather stripping. You know, people take the time to install weather stripping around the perimeter, which gives it, you know, a thermal break in essence as well. But there's, you know, one side of the entire door that's really not considered in terms of the transmission of the material. To take this concept to a further extreme, hollow metal frames can be made as a thermal break as well. That same opening I referred to earlier had thermal break frames, and it was amazing how room temperature the inside of that frame was. In the exterior, it was 18 degrees outside. It was really amazing. The concept of a thermal break hollow metal frame is obviously identical to this. The profile of the rigid plastic is different because the exterior portion of the frame and the interior portion of the frame need to slip together and do so in such a way that there's no metal contacting. But it's really amazing. So you can take this concept even further should your application call for it, and it's very likely you might be working in one that does. 5-inch, half-inch, aluminum mill finish. Now Dorbin is a comprehensive manufacturer of commercial weather stripping, name well known in the greater Chicago area, geographical immediate area, for several decades. A name that's trusted in terms of weather stripping. Okay, this would include typical, number 12 flathead wood screws that might be about 1.5 inches long, something in that range. If you have any questions on the Dorbin 500 AT thermal break threshold or any other Dorbin product, please feel free to reach out to us.